Hello and welcome to the show. We are here today on Forza Motorsport for some racing. For this session, we are doing cycled production. This was an old game mode. It used to be in Forza. Essentially, we are all racing identical, completely stock cars. Now, they will cycle to different ones in each race, but they're all identical, they're all completely stock. We're starting with the world's raspiest Peugeot. I'll be honest, I have this car. The cars I picked all the three vehicles for this, I am running entirely because I would probably never use them otherwise. But, yeah, we've all got the 308. Now, one of the advantages we might have is I'm running manual clutch, which is a little bit faster, although it is a little bit more fiddly in this game, trying to get the car through the gears and not to miss shifts and so on. So it is something that we've got to be aware of. There's going to be a lot of missed shifts, I suspect, along the way. Wasn't sure what side they were going to go, and the brake's a bit early. That's gone very well. I mean, the cars, like there, for example, did not hold the clutch in. You've got to hold the clutch in longer in this game than you have in previous Forzas, which is takes a bit of getting used to. Now, you don't have to do it when you have a race gearbox, and because the race gearbox just make gear changes so much quicker, they're almost always one of the first things I put in my cars. So this is, I've got to try and relearn how to drive manual and clutch, essentially. Do I want third or do I want fourth through here? Fourth is working. We're not quite close enough to have a look through here. We might be able to go around the outside. Not quite. It's going to get shut off. Tell you what, car guy, give us a push. Give us a push. The cutback might work here. If we've got the acceleration down the straight, we might be able to get this pass to work. It's a bit dicey through here, but it is, I think, completed if we just don't run out too wide. I think car guy may well have followed us through. They have. Right, can we go after the leader now? That is the question. We've been helped by a lovely spot on the grid. It is difficult in a one-make race to make up huge amounts of time and positions if the pack is all very close together. If you start 20th on the grid, it's going to be a long slog through the race. It is just a big line of cars. So yeah, we had a nice spot on the grid. We didn't have the greatest first lap, but we have made things work as we head around the final corner. Let's go see if we can chase down that leader. Try and minimise the missed gears if at all possible through here. We will be aggressive. Got to be a little bit too aggressive on the curbs, as was everybody. You hit the curb there, and it does very much want to put the car up onto its side. Do I want second or do I want third? The diff's terrible. Not a big surprise, but we are very, very slowly catching the car ahead. I'm concentrating so much on gear shifting that I would not normally have to do. Just try and make sure. Missing gears is going to be so costly in this. That's why I'm trying to focus quite heavily on it. We've had a much better lap here. We are closing in. Now, if we close up, the problem we might run into is if we start battling, we will definitely let car guy back in. And who knows, we've got a little bit of a gap. There's just a huge pack of cars going on back there that are all fighting one another, which is fine for me. I think we're going to leave it in third. Oh, we're going to understeer. Thankfully, it's not wet out on the drag strip there. We'll bounce. Gosh, it's all sorts of wobbly over the curbs here. We're starting to run out of laps. Hockenheim, I love the Hockenheim short circuit. I think it's a great short track because there's so many overtaking opportunities around here. You got stacks of overtaking opportunities around this circuit. Almost ended up in the back. There was the misshift slightly. We got away with it a little bit. I think third might have worked, but we are now in a proper fight. I think we might be the only one running manual and clutch in this group because we are a little faster on the straights in an identical car. Whoa! I'm a little later on the brakes down there as well, and that almost caught me out. We've got a good acceleration. I haven't really got anywhere to go with it, though, through here. We kind of settle for pushing them through that corner. Oh, I was expecting them to go across to the inside to defend, and they didn't really until quite late. We will hopefully get a good run off the hairpin, which we do. We have got third place all over the back of us. This is one of my favourite overtaking spots. Difficult to pull off, though, especially if someone is not fully prepared or expecting it, because you suddenly sort of appear alongside them. We're going for... we're trying to get a good run out of the final corner. I didn't really set it up how I wanted to. We are going to be just clear of car guy. I mean, it's really close. There was no overlap. We were safe to move across. We've chucked the car in at turn 1. Oh, it's all upset. We could be vulnerable at turn 2 here. We are going to be vulnerable at turn 2. Yeah, it bounced over the curb. Something horrible. Couldn't turn in. Don't have the grip. We're in identical cars. Don't have the grip to make that work around the outside. But now we will now have no pressure from behind. We can go all out attack. Don't have to worry about defending or against the cars ahead. Do we? Yeah, we're quite good through there. We might even be able to immediately fire back past through there, which we do. I don't know if we know. There may be the very faintest of nudges on car guy through that one. Well, I don't know whether I was late on the brakes or whether they were a little early on the brakes. Either way, there's a little bump. Oh, we missed a shift coming out there. So, you know, there's pluses to the manual with clutch, but there are also the downsides. It probably evens out over the course of a race if you don't get it right. You know, if you're a bit inconsistent. Oh, Gib Gob's a little slow. They're a little slow coming out the final corner. I mean, we're all in a line towards turn 1. You can see where they shift. I mean, I was going on the brakes a little early because I knew we couldn't go on the brakes where we normally do because there's a car in front of us. Now we are stuck trying to go around the outside into turn 2. It's doable, but difficult, and we are going to lose out. Although we're now going to push Gib Gob back to the lead down this straight. And as they go through the gears, we're going to push because we haven't got a better opportunity here. What I'm going to try and do is be clever. Let them fight each other. Focus on getting a good exit here. They make contact a little bit. Gib Gob's been unlucky and has just lost out through there. We did not make any contact that time. We are still in this fight for the victory here. Steve is catching, having broke free of the mad pack, and, well, we're doing this at the moment. So that kind of makes sense. Car Guy's been quite quick through here. I've not been great at this final corner. I've been taking a bit too... I think we're taking a bit too shallow an approach. This time around, it's a bit of a wide approach, although we should be good onto the start-finish straight. So we're slow mid-corner, we're slow entry, but we are quick on the exit. We have got a lot of speed heading towards turn number 1, but we're not going to pass... You're never passing through turn 1. God, we hit that one a bit too hard through there. Both about even at the moment. I might try... I mean, if we can get a good exit down here, this will be the place. This will be the place to try and make it happen. What side do you want to go? Because if we can swing it around the outside here, it's difficult to do. We will try and just send it up the inside. There's a little contact. It's touring car contact, I think, went on in that one. I think it's fair. It would probably be done to me, and it might well be done into the hairpin here to me, which again would be understandable. We'll send them the long way around and missed a shift through there. We got it back down to second by parking it on the apex. It is going to be a line of cars. Now I've got to be very aware. I love a pass into this penultimate corner that someone might try it. The downside of going for that is you are a little bit slow mid-corner, but I think we did a good enough job of defending that and holding that. We will leave the final corner. It's a drag race to the line. It is going to go the way of the orange Peugeot. We will play picture. That's a brilliant race. That was an absolutely brilliant race. I mean, Ollie and Pega could probably go a lot faster if they weren't buried in traffic hell. Brazen was only 11th. Madness. One-make races are brilliant. We had sort of a 3-car breakaway up at the front, and we made that gap. We had our fights. We lost a little bit of time later on. Steve was catching us, but yeah, that was a lot of fun. It's not a great car. However, put a field of 20-odd of them together, and you have a huge amount of fun. For our second race, we have got Subaru. We have the S209. We've come to the Hakone Short Circuit. I have not got enough fuel. I said to check. I told everyone to check, and I was the idiot that forgot to pissing check. We had fuel. I'd put fuel in it. Oh, but when the number of laps were changed, sometimes it reverts back to what it was, and I said to check, and well, we did the dramatic amount of fuel saving before. No, there's no chance. There's no chance. We're not going to be able. Well, I mean, okay, we could do it. I could finish doing 1% a lap, but oh no, I'm so sorry. I've got a lot of understeer. Didn't realise there were going to be cars on the outside there, and yeah, there is going to be no fuel saving heroics here. It will not fly. It's always the way. Oh, god damn it. Well, it's very busy. In amongst it is a lot of Subarus. In a very crowded area. Oh, there's another one gone off to the side. It's just pinging Subarus around. Right. So we are going to have to dive in the pits. We're not the only one. Look how many cars are having to do. You can tell we've all had very similar. God's sake. So me, Chaos, and at least someone else. Right, skip that. Recommended, sure, just, yeah, put that much in there. So at least, Danger Man is also in the pits. So there's going to be like a 3-car race further back. I mean, there's probably going to be some chaos in this. This is a frustrating bug. So, I mean, we'll go over it again. Maybe this is the first Ferris video you're watching or whatever. Who knows? The sort of bug that we are coming across here is, so to be able to see each other during a race, we have to do a 1-lap syncing race. Basically, otherwise sometimes when you load into a race, you can't see each other's cars. Can't race like that. So we do a 1-lap syncing race. Now the game will then default it to a low level of fuel, and then we change it to have the correct amount of lap fuel in. But the thing is, if you change the amount of fuel you have in the vehicle at the wrong time, sometimes when the lobby changes, someone else has come in as well. There's at least 4 of us have underfueled the car. Looks like we're going to have a fun race against Danger Man, though. We're going to launch it up the inside. We might go... See, that corner there is one of those really interesting... There's about 2... Well, there's 2 very different ways through there. You can do what Danger Man did, slow in, fast out. You can do what I did, launch it in, and hope for the best on the way out. And either can be quick. There's probably a happy middle ground somewhere. I went for a bit more of a swinging line through that final corner, and that did not work. I think at least 2 more cars have been into the pits. We're turning this into a pseudo-forced pit stop race. It's been quite an adventure so far. This is the most we've seen. I mean, we've had races where a couple of people have forgotten fuel. This is the most. You can tell there's obviously been some game weirdness because, having mentioned it to people, we've got a bunch of cars doing it. But, yeah, oh well, we'll see what we can do, really. We can have a fun race with Danger Man. Now, similar things, I don't think Danger Man races with manual and clutch, so we will potentially have that little advantage over them if I don't go missing gears. Danger Man is going to try and launch it here, I think, to the inside. We are... So, I mean, we're not really going to be trying for that big dive bomb under brakes necessarily. I was really hoping we were going to get enough momentum and pass Chaos. Oh, they are also not with a manual and clutch. Oh, and I got my gears wrong. Oh, they got the braking zone wrong. We are going to move up a spot at least. Oh, we have found a Hordes. I think Hordes was possibly another one that has had... fuel-related issues. Might have slowed down to be involved in a race, to be honest. We've got a good run out of the final corner. Danger Man will cover the inside. Yeah, there's like 3 different races going on within this race because of fuel issues. Oh, we went across a little bit on Danger Man there. Got that one slightly wrong. Christ. I don't know this circuit amazingly well. It's a fun track. I'd say it's a bit simple, a bit more simplistic in terms of a circuit, but it is a fun track to drive around. In the wet, it's, I mean, definitely a challenge. We've got a good run up the hill. That is a terrifying sight. Go! Don't want to see it. If I'm pushing it, I can't see it. We've got a great line in here. Danger Man's actually got a little bit pinched on the inside of that one. Just couldn't quite carry the momentum. Although then you just get a great slipstream down these quite long straights. We will kind of coast through the next corner. We'll get on the power. We will all sort of follow the lead. There's not a huge amount of overtaking opportunities through here. Now, onto the straight is Dovrain? I don't know how to pronounce that. Are you manual and clutch? I'm guessing not, judging by me and Hordes pulling away from you there. We'll get slowed into turn 1. It's a good fight back, actually. A good cutback on Hordes through there. We may get the exit that we want here, possibly. Although we're on the wrong side. We're on the wrong side. We got behind the slow car up here. Although now Hordes is going to be in an awkward place. We're going to make it 3 wide and look out for Danger Man. Danger Man with all the speed in the world, and I cannot cover that anymore. Danger Man is going to find a way past. It is 4 wide in the braking zone. Principal is going to go, I don't know, get it stopped. Danger Man was on such a tight line they had to bail in all of that. But it has bunched us all back up again for this fight. It's the battle for 19th place. It is an epic tussle for 19th position here. Come on, come on. Don't let Horde sneak a car alongside in all of this. Just a little bit of sort of lift, almost lift and coast through the mid-corner. It looks like there's a good fun battle up by the front. Speed Slap and Shadow have been exchanging positions. Oh, I left it too late to move across. Cannot cover Hordes now. We will go 3 wide into turn 1 once again. We are going to be a little bit later on the brakes. I mean, I'm hoping... Oh, we're a little bit too late on the brakes. We're going to use all of the track through there and a little bit more. It did not quite work. We were going out wide anyway. Thought we may as well, I say, experiment with a slightly different line. There was no grip out there. I mean, we've got a huge slipstream coming up over the hill behind the terrifying machine of Hordes. So much speed. Slipstream, manual and clutch down that straight. Oh, it's going to be... so we might be able to get around the Cusco car here with that slightly wider line. Danger Man's getting the ideal line there, and we'll carry a bit more momentum because we were busy passing a car. Danger Man's going to look underneath. The problem is that line, you're then outside for the final corner. Not really likely to be a line that you want. Oh, we got... we got help through the mid-corner. We ended up sort of stacking up Danger Man because I had to lift because we were on a little bit of a wonky line, and then Danger Man gives us a push, so we have to lift some more because we're then going faster than we want to be. But it's all good. We got out the other side. We are fine. Oh, we are asking a lot of the car into turn 1. I was trying to go with Hordes in terms of the braking point there. We both ran a little bit wide. Plus point is we may be quite quick on the exit here. We're going to be... I can't believe we got stuck staring at that horrific thing for this race. I apologise to anyone. Well, I guess it could be worse. We could be in, like, bumper camera or something. Here we go. There's the... That's terrifying. I'm going to miss a braking zone here doing that. Don't mess around with the silliness. Can we... I mean, we have to go around the outside of 2 corners to do this. Oh, no. That is not where we want to put the car. Yeah, it was going for a spectacular pass, but we weren't ever going to do it. Hordes is going to run in deep through here. Now, I mean, lap time wise, we're probably not far. Judging by, we're having a big old fight, but we are getting a big slipstream. And judging by the time gap to the leaders, you know, we're there or thereabouts. Hordes has actually got quite well out of that final corner, which we have not quite done. We've got, well, this is the final time around. Where are we going to find a way past the horrific car? We've gone quite deep into turn 1. The hope is Hordes is a little wide on the exit. Oh, I missed a gear. That might have done it. That might have done it for Hordes. There, we didn't quite hold the clutch in long enough, and I think our charge is over, because while we will get a slipstream up here, it's just not going to quite be enough for it. Danger Man is close enough behind. We're catching a green car, but we're not going to be catching quick enough to do anything, I don't think, unless it has a terrible final lap. We run, oh, that's the wrong gear through there. We didn't want to go down that many. We may have to defend from Danger Man through here as well, which is always, well, we're not going to be looking forward. We covered the inside, made it difficult for the man of danger. We're going to sort of coast it a little bit through the final corner. Danger Man tries to get on the throttle as soon as possible. Clunks the wall. Yes, scruffy final lap. Could have and should have been better. I biffed it a bit at turn 1, and yeah, we just couldn't quite get it sorted, really. But there we go. Good fun. We weren't involved with the battle at the front. Jeez, Liam was flying. I mean, I reckon we could have got into the sort of 13.8s probably around there, but 13.3 is ridiculously fast. Speed Slap would take victory from Liam and Ninetails get on the podium. We had to pit for fuel, but we had a very fun battle for 18th place. So, you know, there's something at least. For our final race, I have a nice spot on the grid. I like that. We have got a Jag. This is the XKRS GT, a car I quite like. It is not the easiest vehicle in the world to drive, and we have got truly awful conditions here at Silverstone. It is very wet. We're in a vehicle that's quite cumbersome, quite heavy. I say quite heavy compared to the normal stuff we end up racing on Forza. Of course, we don't have any wet tyres or anything like that. There's a lot of power. The Jag is going to go very, very sideways. We're going to try and not run too wide. Cargo gets into the back of Vespa. That is a wonderful little opening for us to get the very brightly coloured Jag through. There's so much understeer on that tight line, though. This does not have a racing gearbox either. This is still manual and clutch. We're going to have to be aware of. No idea where on earth to brake down here. About there. A little bit earlier than that would have been good. I apologise to Vespa, who was looking for a way around here. Cargo's got a little bit of lag. We've been bumped. The paint has come off the back of my Jag, it is safe to say. We will get on the throttle. I spot a Danger Man behind at the moment. We will see if they become... Well, so who's going to become a real threat in this? There was just about enough room, but this is a very difficult corner in these conditions. Don't know how fast we can go through here, especially not when we're stuck on the outside. That's fine. Now, Maggots and Beckett's are coming up. We were maybe a little bit out of shape through that section. Oh dear. Don't know how quick we can go through here. Lots of guesswork. Lots of guesswork involved. This car should be able to attack the curbs, though, I would hope. In this, guys, that is not the right line. Through there. Danger Man is alongside. We are against a familiar foe in this from the Subaru race. And, well, we've got Car Guy from the first race. So we've got the main protagonists of this video so far. Oh, I'm not stopping. Not going to stop. To be fair, neither was Danger Man down there. Car Guy has actually got it quite right. Hello, Ewan. Trying to get it back on the circuit. Christ, the brakes. I thought I was braking carefully, but apparently not. This is getting incredibly hectic as we head into the final couple of corners. It is 2x2x2, I think, there. We try and punch our car out with a little bit of pace, but end up missing a shift slightly. And Vespa is going to hold on. There's a little bit... Okay, once the cars get stuck together in these conditions, it is a real problem. Oh, God, I'm just trying to get my car turned in. Christ. Like, I've got to slow down because I'm on a bit of a weird line. We get bumped and I can't turn in because the back's getting nudged. Now we're getting pushed through the next corner. Bloody hell, I want to be left alone for a minute. We are in the thick of it. Oh! And then we've got nudged again. Sorry, Impega. Not what I wanted to do, but yeah. Oh, there's been a lot of contact. Minor contact, but there certainly has been a fair bit of it. Oh, we're going to be on a wide line through here, although it might kind of work. We had to kind of bail off the circuit, because if I stayed where I wanted to, Impega was going to slide into us, because no one's got any grip. There's just no grip out here with these cars. Impega's going to have a dive. I don't really mind that, because I'm going to try and go underneath, although I didn't quite get it right. I thought I'd got it. I timed it a little bit differently for a different line, but I was a little bit early on the brakes through there. Right. Let's try. We can get on the power here, which we can. That has worked. Now, let's just have a calm... let's calm down. Let's focus. We've got a gap behind us, which is nice. That may be a little early on the brakes again, although if we can get... we can focus on getting a good exit out of the corners. That's probably going to be critical here. Magnus and Beckett's, we made well, we were doing all right for the first part. We just carried too much speed through the second part. We are going all out aggression on the curbs through here, because we can get away with it more than normal. This bit here we do really need to slow down for in these cars, in these conditions. Ninetales and Vespa are having a fight that's backed Impega up. I didn't quite get it right through there anyway, so that didn't really help me. There's going to be some slipstream battles down here. Ninetales is going to be stuck on an awkward line out wide. Is Impega going to try and send that one to the inside? Yes, they are. Is Impega going to be able to get it stopped? No, they are not. They do get it stopped before going off. They have a little bump to Vespa's now going to get mugged by an orange car, but said orange car is in the wrong place, heading into the final chicane, and is going to try and do a similar manoeuvre back to Impega as we go through here. There is now a gap on the inside for an orange car, and then there was a rose gold car in the way, and then we missed a shift. I thought we got that one all right, and never mind. God damn it. So manual clutch is a little bit faster. However, if you have a missed shift, you then lose a bunch of time. It's a difficult balance. If I get it right, I'm just so used to driving race transmissions where it doesn't matter so much that yeah, we're a little bit unfamiliar with it. Not doing too badly, all things considered, but yeah. Oh, that's well. I mean, we've got a line going on here. We're not quite going to get it where I want it to. I was trying to sort of do a cutback to get a great run onto the straight. Impega is visiting some scenery. We have got a good run down here. Now, I'm still not quite sure where I need to brake into this corner. I think I'm braking a little early down here. We are. Yeah, after having issues on lap 1, I'm now being a little too cautious through that section. Do I want second or do I want third? I might want third, to be honest, through here. Yeah, I think we probably did. You can jump on the power a little bit better in third, a little bit less wheel spin and everything. I think Impega may have missed a gear coming down here, judging by... you can tell when it happens, just by when we suddenly start pulling on them. Actually, I think Impega might be on a wheel, so I don't know if they're running manual and clutch. It might be a normal manual. I might explain why we were catching down the straight. Not sure on that one. Car Guy is leading the way relatively comfortably. I am very much not sure where I'm putting my car through here. I mean, the Jag's probably not my sort of A-class car particularly. It's, I say, a bit cumbersome. As I said, I like it. It's a cool car, but it is, yeah, probably not my sort of vehicle, really. More of a handling car person myself, as you will, anyone who has watched videos regularly will be aware of. We are kind of close, but we're definitely not going to be close enough to be looking for overtakes. Again, I'm focusing on get that good line through the corner to get a really strong exit here. Vespa chucked it in really hard to try and maybe pass Impega, but wasn't quite close enough to do anything other than give Impega a little scare. We will now try and be neat and tidy through the final corner. It has been a slightly less frantic lap. We almost get alongside but can't quite do anything with it. One more time around this circuit for the Jags to look for an overtake. Liam's having a battle with someone behind us, not quite sure who. Viper is, who is looking for a pass. We are better positioned for turn 2 than Vespa, but we are now on the outside, which I don't mind, because again, they're going to have to cover that inside line. They're going to be potentially slow on the exit. However, it's very difficult to get a pass done down here. We're still trying this straighten up for the exit route, which works when there's not a car in your way. We really attacked the curb through there. We've got ourselves into a strong point, but now it comes to a late braking battle, and we haven't been great down here, and it's been difficult to... Well, we've kind of forced Vespa into an even bigger dive under brakes there. They've got a bit wide, but around the outside here is a difficult manoeuvre to do in grippy cars, let alone in these things. There's just not quite enough room to find a way past. Good covering from Vespa, who give a little bit of a nudge. Liam is catching rapidly as we've now started fighting each other and really slowing each other down. Impega has got away. Blimp is going to be seeing nothing of the race at all here. We are very good through the old turn 1, but, you know, it's going to be, do we try and send it side by side through Maggotts and Beckett's? I don't think that's going to work in these conditions. I think we're better off following, because we're now all out of position. We might lose out to Liam, who has caught up and is going to pass the both of us because they are on a much better line, although Liam may struggle to make this next corner here, which they did a little bit. We're gonna maybe pass Vespa and end up losing out to Liam anyway. We are on the inside for the run down the straight. Can we... Oh, I locked the fronts a little bit there. We were trying to get it stopped. We locked the fronts and it was desperately trying to not clonk into the back of Liam. And we got away with it. We bumped Liam a little bit. It wasn't too much. We will head into the final... Oh, I think there's a Constantina effect gone through there. We get tagged in all of that. I was trying to set up for the exit of the corner more than anything. I mean, we got pushed around through there. I think we're going to outrun in the end through that one. Did not... I mean, it's not the worst car in the world to drive. It just doesn't suit me, that sort of vehicle. We did struggle in that we were kind of in traffic the whole way as well. What we could have done lap time-wise, I don't know. Very difficult to know, because we were sort of stuck fighting. Silly error at the start dropped me into trouble. From that start position, I feel like we should have maybe got a podium, but it was, yeah, a silly error at the start, and we then just got caught up. It's good fun. It was a good fun, quite a manic battle going on in all of that. Yeah, about the most challenging weather conditions we could ask for with the rather challenging car. It's the worst weather conditions with the most difficult to drive to race car. But there we go. That is going to be it for this video. If you would like to sign up to take part in the next one of these sessions, you can via our Discord. There'll be a link in the description. Find the Versus the Community sign-up section. You can register to take part in there. That, though, is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.